Do I need to sign anything?
Are we live?
Yes, sir.
All right, now the paging system is done here, Demi. I'll call the City of Westfield, Indiana Board of Public Works and Safety meeting to order for March 24th, 2021. Will the staff please call the roll to note the presence of a quorum?
Jim Ake,
Here.
Randy Graham,
Present.
Mayor Cook. We do have a quorum.
Very good. On to the agenda items. Action item number 1 being approval of additions or changes to posted agenda. Somebody want to cover those changes, or I can read it out here.
Yeah, I can go over them. Mr. Michael Pierce had a baby last week, so he was a little indisposed and didn't get a couple of items on the agenda. First one is action item number 10, the 169th Street Crossing Project. He can describe that further when we get there. And then the second one is a consent agenda item, which is a signature page for the Cary Road pedestrian refuge. And if you have questions when it comes to that, he will be available to answer those too. But essentially, our construction plans require the approval of the plans by the Board of Public Works, so we need your signatures on the cover page.
Okay, I don't see anything that's out of the ordinary here. If the item on the consent agenda would not be on the consent agenda unless it was up for approval, and the signing authority on action item number 10, I don't have an issue with. Mr. 8, do you have any?
No, I'm fine with that, Randy. Thank you.
Okay. Randall Graham would make a motion to approve action item number 1, approval of additions or changes to posted agenda.
I will second that, Jim Ake.
I have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 1. Staff, please call the roll.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
motion carries 2-0.
Andy is now present.
Let the record show that Mayor Cook has joined the meeting at 1:02 p.m. All right, we will move on to action item number 2. Consideration of approval of February 24th, 2021 minutes. Having had opportunity to review those minutes, are there any additions, corrections, or comments? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
So moved, Jim Ake. To approve the minutes of February 24th, 2021.
Andy will second.
Have a motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 2, approval of February 24th, 2021 minutes. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Moving down to contracts and agreements, action item number 3, interlocal agreement, Hamilton County, City of Westfield, bond refinancing documents.
This is Mike Howard. I'm the county attorney. The purpose of this interlocal agreement is to authorize the county to refund the Village Park TIF bonds. Village Park TIF area is located on the northeast quadrant of 146th and State US 31. It was created in 1989. The bonds outstanding total $7,845,000. Those bonds are scheduled to be paid off with the 2029 property taxes collected from the area. The refunding bonds do not extend the term. The present debt payment or the debt payment for 2020 was $1,120,000 a year. The estimated reduction is down to $920,000 a year. This is necessary for two reasons. One is just saving money in this area and allowing, there may be some extra money left over. But the primary one is that with the pandemic, we anticipate that the county assessor anticipates that brick and mortar retail could be reduced in assessed value somewhere between 25 and 30%. So this reduces our debt payment, which would allow us to come closer to making our debt. I did attach an exhibit. I think it was wrongfully marked. I had two exhibit A's, but it's really B that shows the Village Park debt payment collections and excess from 2020. And then the projected, if the TIF goes down 30%, that it could be a shortfall. There is a debt service reserve fund, which would allow us to cover any shortfall. And under the law, because this TIF district has been annexed into the city of Westfield, it was not in the area in 1989. We need the approval of the city council and approval of the interlocal agreement. In 2010, we issued those bonds. There was an interlocal agreement that said if at any time there was savings to be realized from a refunding, that Westfield would agree to those documents or to those savings and to the issuance of the new bonds. So what we're really asking is you to do what your predecessors agreed to do in 2010. In addition, under the interlocal agreement, 25% of the assessed value will pass through to the city unless it is needed for debt service. So every year that'll be calculated. It's already been certified to the auditor for the pay 2021 that 25% would pass through because the 2021 collections are based on January 2020 before the pandemic, and that gives us plenty of cushion to move forward 2021 or 2022 payments through the 2029. That's about as that's the Cliff Notes version. If there are any questions, I'm available to answer those. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Cook. Mr. A, questions or comments?
I have none. I heard the presentation before City Council. I'm very familiar with this, so I'm good.
The only question I
Yes,
would have, go ahead.
yeah, me also.
The only question I would have, we do have a closing next week. Who is authorized to sign excerpts of minutes and the agreement? Would that be the mayor?
Normally I sign the minutes, Randall Graham, so I assume I would sign.
Okay, and I'll get your email address and get the minutes, and you'll be signing the interlocal agreement. I'll get those to you probably Friday or Monday. I'll just create excerpts from the minutes, so you won't be the whole minutes of the meeting prepared, but it'll basically say it was discussed and it was voted upon.
8377.
Okay. Is there any other discussion on this? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
I move to approve action item number 3, interlocal Hamilton County, City of Westfield bond refinancing documents.
Randall
Jim.
Graham will
Any-
second that.
Okay.
I have a motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Randall Graham to approve action item number 3, interlocal agreement, Hamilton County, City of Westfield bond refinancing. Staff, please call the roll.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, moving on to action item number 4. White River Alliance and City of Westfield MS4 permit.
This is Wes. The purpose of the MOU is to continue our annual partnership with the White River Alliance, among other local MS4s within the watershed. The partnership provides public education and outreach materials, contractors workshop training, and some newer HOA and property management group education on BMPs, among other duties to keep us in compliance with our MCMs 1 and 2 with our MS4 permit with the state. For a total of $7,000. That price has remained the same for the last several years since the life of the permit.
Yeah, thank you, Wes. I just wanted to, this is Jeremy. I wanted to highlight that this is a reoccurring membership that we have done for at least as long as I've been involved. So at least the last 5 or 6 years. It is greatly beneficial to the overall program, and there's tons of educational opportunities for the community as well as staff.
Thank you. Is there any questions or comments?
This is Andy. I know that the program is just really something that Jeremy and Wes have handled so well through the years. I know a lot of other communities look to Westfield for guidance on this program, which the White River Alliance has been a contributor to, as we contribute to them. So yeah, I think it's money well spent on the investment, and I'm happy to continue.
Thank you. Mr. Ake, any questions or comments?
No, sir.
Hearing none, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 4, White River Alliance and City of Westfield MS4 permit.
I'll second, Jim Ake.
Have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 4, White River Alliance, City of Westfield MS4 permit. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Moving on to action item number 5, Brightview and City of Westfield, Brightview Addendum.
So this is, we have a master contract for right-of-way, park maintenance, et cetera, with Brightview. This is our annual addendum to that contract, valued at $20,487. It includes the addition of all of these pieces of right-of-way that are defined in page 2. They are specifically outlined further down in the agreement. You can see the areas that we will be adding. All the areas are either new roads, new roundabouts in this case, and then also some additional areas that are in public right-of-way that we deem necessary to maintain at a greater level, and in some cases for the first time. So I'm happy to answer questions about that.
Thank you. Mayor Cook, Mr. Ake, any questions or comments?
No, sir. Jim Egg.
No further questions.
All right, no further discussion. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Andy?
I will second that. Randall Graham. I have a motion made by Mayor Cook, seconded by Randall Graham to approve action item number 5, Brightview and City of Westfield Brightview Addendum. Staff, please call the roll.
Jim Make,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes,
motion carries 3-0.
thank you. Action item number 6, MS4 Annual Report.
Yes, the state requires a annual report, which is essentially a collection of data that the MS4 is staying in compliance. Unfortunately, the last 3 years, they have not asked for an annual report. So this annual report will cover 2018, 2019, and 2020. The report is fully put together, and I am looking for a signature from Mayor Cook to send that to IDEM.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on this?
None from Jim Egg.
All right. Hearing none, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 6, MS4 Annual Report.
Second, Jim Egg.
Have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 6, MS4 Annual Report. Will the staff please call the roll?
Mayor Cook, Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim
Yes.
Make,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes,
motion carries 3-0.
thank you. On to action item number 7, Lennar Homes of Indiana, City of Westfield, Westgate Road Impact Fee Credit Agreement.
So, as you've seen many times before, we have road impact fee credit agreements with developers that are constructing infrastructure that is in compliance with the zone improvement plan, as well as the thoroughfare plan. This agreement proposes that we credit Lennar Homes, which is building the Westgate neighborhood out west between Town Road and Eagletown Road. And the dollars associated with the credits will specifically go to the construction of the future 171st Street that will extend. It's probably easier if I show you on the map here. That extends. That's going really slow. I apologize. There we go. So the Westgate development is shown roughly here. You can see some of the initial earth moving. 171st Street will come through here, extend through section. I don't remember the section, but there's a phase of Westgate that's on this side of Eagletown Road, culminates in a roundabout, and then extends through the development and ties in with Town Road. The developer has requested credit for that. This is a creditable construction project, and we have reviewed the costs, and they are in line with our engineers' estimates. And so I would request that the board approve this road impact fee credit agreement. The credits will be taken at the time of permit, so they will construct the road first, or as they develop it, and then forego paying impact fees in order to reimburse themselves.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions or comments on action item number 7?
No, this is Andy. It's routine procedure and request that I know Jeremy's people have thoroughly vetted. I have no further questions.
Okay, I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve action item number 7, Lennar Homes of Indiana and City of Westfield Westgate Impact Fee Credit Agreement. Jim Ake.
Second,
Have a motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 7, Lennar Homes of Indiana, City of Westfield Westgate Road Impact Fee Credit Agreement. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Ms. Strang. On to action item number 8. Signing authority 2021 concrete patching goods and services contract documents.
Dustin Shue, are you on the meeting? Okay. Seeing that Dustin is not here, this is a signing authority for an annual project to do concrete patching in a few of our neighborhoods. We have a few neighborhoods along 146th Street, specifically Bridlewood, which I think is the majority of the work for this, but others like Westfield Farms. We do some annual concrete patching to alleviate the deterioration of those concrete roads. This year, we're asking for approval to spend $74,280 on that project. That's been ongoing for a few years. We did not do it last year due to the uncertainty associated with the pandemic, but we'd like to pick that back up this year and continue work, improving the conditions of those roads. So I am requesting that you approve that I sign those contracts when they are available.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 8, signing authority 2021 concrete patching goods and services contract.
Second,
Have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 8, signing authority 2021 concrete patching goods and services contract documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Action item number 9, signing authority 2021 crack sealing goods and services contract documents.
This is essentially the same request as the previous, requesting signing authority for our annual contracted crack sealing. The amount that we are proposing is $61,000. Quotes were submitted on the 17th of March, and we are requesting that you give me signing approval to sign those contracts when they come available.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on action item number 9? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve action item number 9, giving Jeremy the signing authority to, in regard to the goods and service contract for 2021 crack sealing.
Second,
A motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 9, signing authority 2021 crack sealing goods and services contract documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. On to action item number 10, signing authority 169th Street Crossing project documents.
Yes, this is Michael Pierce. This is essentially what we just approved on those last 2 action items, the signing authority for this project. I believe Jeremy's going to show you at St. Marie Goretti on the south side of the property, in between their entrance and Canberra Boulevard. we're looking to put in a couple curb ramps to facilitate a crossing of the street. I believe St. Maria Goretti reached out to the city and stated that several of their students were walking from the southwest of the property, and we're looking for a better way to cross the street. So this will provide better access to get to St. Maria Goretti from that southwest. So just essentially a crosswalk with some curb ramps is all this project consists of.
In addition to that, we will add our typical pedestrian crossing signs. The goal is clearly to identify and hopefully control where the children cross the road so that we can create a safer environment for them. And Michael's correct. It was requested by the principal of the school, and we were happy to accommodate. We're just asking for signing authority because we want to get the project rolling. We don't have the contract ready to go yet, and we don't want to delay a month and miss out some good weather to be able to get this installed.
Jeremy, this is Andy. Does this area fall within a speed limit school zone?
I believe so, but I will have to verify and get back to you. I don't know why it would not.
Yeah, I think it does. I want to be sure. I want to be sure that it does. Yes.
And if it does not, we will make sure that it is at the next traffic ordinance revision.
Very good.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good safety addition. And I do believe that is a school zone right there, but yeah, it would be good to make sure. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 10, signing authority, 169th Street Crossing Project documents. Do I have a second?
Second, Jim Make.
Thank you. Have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Make to approve action item number 10, signing authority 169th Street Crossing Project documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Make,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes,
motion carries 3-0.
thank you. Action item number 11. WSP USA City of Westfield RW acquisition supplementary services in downtown Westfield.
Yeah, this is John Nail. So this item on the agenda is for what we call kitchen table meetings for the State Road 32 acquisition, right-of-way acquisition. So WSP and Patrick McAllister, they were selected for the State Road 32 right-of-way acquisition by NDOT. They also, if you recall, they do a substantial amount of right-of-way acquisition for the city of Westfield. In fact, we have an on-call contract with Patrick and his team for right-of-way acquisition services. This is for $6,805, and it's for kitchen table meetings. And what a kitchen table meeting is it's an additional level of effort that we provide in the right-of-way acquisition process, where we actually sit down with the homeowner, with the property owner, as at their kitchen table if they feel comfortable, or given the pandemic, we would set up a virtual meeting, but just to sit down with them and explain the entire process, all their options, and answer any questions they might have. It's a little less impersonal than the typical letters sent in the mail, and it's for the amount of money, it provides an extra level of comfort for the property owner. We felt like it was a good idea to add to this acquisition services contract. So I would ask that you approve the $6,805 for the kitchen table meetings on State Road 32. And I'll just also note that the money we're spending on this kitchen table meeting effort is getting accounted for in our total cost for the project. So it is counting towards the 50-50 split within DOT.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved, Andy.
Randall Graham will second that motion. Have a motion made by Mayor Cook, seconded by Randall Graham to approve action item number 11,
WSP USA, City of Westfield, right-of-way acquisition supplementary services in downtown Westfield. Staff, please call the roll.
JimAke,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Randy Graham.
Yes,
Motion carries 3-0.
thank you. On to action item number 12. WSP USA and City of Westfield Jersey Street Extension right-of-way acquisition services document.
So similarly, as you're aware, the Jersey Street Extension project is a separate project from the State Road 32 project in our downtown area. This contract is for, again, with WSP and Patrick McAllister's team, for $120,934. It covers all right-of-way acquisition services for the Jersey Street Extension. It goes by a unit price per parcel. We believe it'll be 8 parcels will be impacted. There's a couple extra in there just in case. We only pay for the parcels we impact. So this is a maximum amount on the contract. If we can save parcels, we'll do so, and you'll see that number come down.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments on action item number 12? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Jim Ake, so moved.
Second.
Have a motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 12. WSP USA City of Westfield Jersey Street Extension right-of-way acquisition services documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Ake.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. On to action item number 13, right-of-way purchase Westfield LLC parcel, also known as Sacrete, extending the Monon Midland Loop Trail across frontage of parcel.
This is Jewel over at Taft Law. This is an agreement that was actually negotiated by Brian Zager prior to his departure from the city attorney's office. It resolves and defines a just compensation for this take to be $34,354. What we're going to have to do is we'll enter our appearance and then execute this document so long as the board is satisfied with that amount to resolve this matter.
And to add to that, it's specifically the piece of right-of-way that you see on your screen. As it is today, we're connected from the new Westfield Boulevard over to 31. We've been working on this acquisition since basically the Westfield Boulevard project started, which is why this 500 feet of trail is missing between Monon and US 31. With this acquisition, we'll be able to connect that here later this summer.
Thank you. Questions or comments?
I'm just anxious to see this completed and fill in the gap.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 13. Right-of-way purchase Westfield LLC parcel, also known as Sacrete, extending the Monon Midland Loop Trail across the frontage parcel.
I'll second, Jim Ake.
Motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 13. Right-of-way purchase Westfield LLC parcel, also known as Sacrete, extending the Monon Midland Loop Trail across the frontage parcel. Staff, please call the roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Ake.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. No agreements memorandum. Next up, Hometown Heroes. Action item number 14, Nick Sutherland application proposal.
Yeah, thank you. This is Jeremy again. So a few months ago, the council passed resolution 20-137, the Hometown Heroes program. I think you're all aware of it, but essentially what it is a program that supports our deployed or injured veterans, as well as our public safety folks that are Westfield employees, but also live within the Westfield city limits. That resolution delegates the authority of approval for applicants to the Board of Public Works, and subsequently the oversight of the program to me and the Public Works Department. We have our first application, which is a firefighter, Nick Sutherland. He is currently deployed. Effectively, the Hometown Heroes program allows us to maintain their yards, do some snow removal services, and things like that for these for these heroes that are deployed and or injured. We don't fully have the policy broken down, so next month you will have another action item associated with the Hometown Heroes program, which will include the approval of the application itself, as well as the policy or the rules associated with it. The resolution does a really nice job of laying out what the requirements are going to be. Mr. Sutherland meets all said requirements. We have received his deployment paperwork. So I'm asking today if you all will approve this application contingent upon the approval of the application process and policy that takes place, or that will take place in April. What approving this today does is two things. It gives some level of certainty to the Sutherland family, but it'll also allow me and the team to start putting together these services and getting things in place prior to mowing season. So I'm happy to answer any questions associated with that. We, by design, leave the specifics associated with the deployment and the applicant's personal information off. So this is the same action style you'll see in the future, but we'll have records for it as a part of the program if ever it's needed.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Randall Graham would like to make a motion to approve action item number 14, Hometown Heroes Nick Sutherland application proposal contingent upon what Jeremy said. I lost my motion. Contingent upon.
It'd be contingent upon the approval of the application and policy document in April.
Contingent upon the approval of the application and policy document in April. That is my motion.
I'll second.
Second, Andy.
Yeah. All right. I have a motion made by Randall Graham and seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 14 as stated on the record. I'm not going to try to repeat that again. Will you call the roll, please?
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Randy Graham.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Ms. Strang. On to action item number 15. A&F Engineering, City of Westfield, 191st Street, Shady Nook documents.
Yes, this is Michael Pierce again. This is a proposal from A&F Engineering to conduct PE services for intersection improvements at 191st and Shady Nook. They had previously done some legwork on this design when Schofield Farms was coming in as a development. So this is essentially to furnish a full set of plans for construction, get us quantities so that we can go out to bid for this project, which will likely probably be next year at this point. But this will allow them to start their engineering and survey on the project.
The only thing I'll add to that is that this is, I don't know how frequently you all drive 191, but there's quite a bit of residential development going on out there. This is a pretty dangerous T intersection, certainly with the volume of traffic that is on 191st Street nowadays. So it'll accommodate left turn lanes and a right turn lane if you're heading eastbound, and just overall a much safer intersection here to accommodate the additional traffic. We did in the past get approval to acquire the necessary right-of-way for this, which has been done, at least to my knowledge, for the most part has been done. So yeah, we'd like to get this designed and move to construction next year.
Certainly is a dangerous intersection that does need the improvement, are my comments. Any other questions or comments?
No, I agree with you, Randy, Jamaica.
All right. Go
I'll
ahead.
make a motion to approve item number 15, the A&F Engineering and City of Westfield, 191st and Shady Nook proposal.
Andy seconds.
I have a motion made by Jim Ake, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 15, A&F Engineering, City of Westfield, 191st Street and Shady Nook documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. On to action item number 16. GAI Consultants John Edwards Ditch Trail Gap PE Services documents.
Yeah, this is John again. So just on the north side of 161st Street and on the east side of Spring Mill Road, we have a trail that stops short of the John Edwards regulated drain and is creating a trail gap in our network. We had gotten several correspondences from concerned citizens about the gap in the network, and we are looking to address that. And as a result, we have negotiated with GAI Consultants on a PE services contract to do design of a pedestrian bridge as well as design of the trail connection itself at this location to eliminate this gap in our trail network. The total contract is for $121,200, of which some money may come out of that based on the type of bridge structure. If it's a prefab truss, there's some dollars in there that won't be necessary. So I would ask that you approve this contract for PE services with GI Consultants so that we can get a design together and get this trail gap eliminated.
And then this is Jewel with legal. I've reviewed this contract and I reached out to Scott Hornsby of GAI, and he is in agreement with me that we'll make a couple changes. One, we can strike the second sentence out of paragraph 3B on Exhibit A. It reads that all charges not paid within 30 days are subject to a service charge of 1.5% per month or a fraction thereof, plus all costs and expenses of collection, including without limitation attorney's fees. They've agreed to have that stricken from this agreement. And then in my discussions with Scott, we're just going to follow up with an addendum to the agreement that includes the E-Verify and the non-discrimination language. So with that said, and the striking of that one sentence, we're fine with this agreement being executed.
Thank you.
Jewel, would the motion be contingent on those changes then?
The motion would be contingent upon the striking of that second sentence, and we'll just bring the addendum with the E-Verify and non-discrimination.
Perfect. Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Entertain a motion.
Andy makes a motion subject to the changes as advised by legal.
Jamaica second.
I have a motion made by Mayor Cook, seconded by Jim Ake to approve action item number 16, GAI Consultants John Edwards Ditch Trail Gap PE Services documents, contingent upon the noted second sentence change by legal. Staff, please call a roll.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. On to permit approval, action item number 17, encroachment application, Duke Energy, 156th Street and Town Road documents.
Yes, This is Adam Essex, Utility Coordinator. This permit application by Duke Energy involves addition of 11 or replacement of 11 poles along 156th Street and the addition of 2 new poles. This is along the north side of 156th, would be the south border of Woodwind Golf Club. And it will run, the pole replacement basically runs from Town Road to the southeast corner of Woodwind Development. This is a part of Duke's 3-phase reconductor upgrade project in Westfield, and a portion of this will also serve as relocation efforts for the forthcoming Woodwind South residential development at the southeast corner of the golf course. I would like to note that this particular pole line already is situated outside of Westfield's right-of-way and in a Duke easement along the south side of the golf course. However, 4 poles will end up in Westfield's new right-of-way that's being dedicated by the Platinum Properties, the developer of Southwind. However, those 4 poles will be at the back of the new right-of-way, and then all remaining poles will be situated in the Duke easement along the south edge of Woodwind Golf Club.
Thank you. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Randall Graham will make a motion to approve action item number 17, encroachment application Duke Energy 156th Street and Town Road documents.
Second, Andy.
Motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Mayor Cook to approve action item number 17, encroachment application Duke Energy 156th Street and Town Road documents. Staff, please call the roll.
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Jim Ake.
Yes, excuse me.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. Next is the consent agenda. Is there a need for discussion on this?
I'm good with it, Andy.
Okay. If there's no discussion, Randall Graham will make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
I'll second. Jim Ake.
Motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to approve the consent agenda. Staff, please call the roll.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Randy Graham,
Yes.
Mayor Cook.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Ms. Strang. Next up are department reports. First up is Chief Reed.
Yeah, the only thing I probably have to report for you guys with regards to fire is our the technical review committee that you guys approved at your last meeting. We have met, and the Station 381 location project is moving forward. That's really all I've got.
Thank you, Chief Reed. Anyone have any questions or comments for Chief Reed? Actually, I do. I have one. I still have not met the new fire marshal, and I know it's like the whole COVID thing, but since it looks like things are going to loosen up here in about a week, if you could maybe arrange or help me arrange to meet the new fire marshal, I would appreciate that, Chief.
Yeah, certainly. It's Jim. Obviously, Jim's quite busy, so we will make sure and get that done.
I would appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Moving on to police, Chief Rush.
Yeah, good afternoon. I don't have much either. We will be putting on 2 new officers on April 26th, which were approved already by your group, Sterling Woods and Stefan Klejic. So that puts our department up to 63, which we have 3 more to hire before the end of the year, which we're still going through some applicants and backgrounds right now, but it looks like we probably will put together another lateral process here in another month or 2 to get us through the end of the year and to think about next year. Other than that, we're going to be putting out our 2020 books here probably within the next week or so, and they'll go online. So other than that, the police are all good.
Thank you, Chief Rush. Any questions, comments for the chief? All right, very good. On to Public Works, Mr. Lawler.
Yeah, so it looks like we have winter behind us, or at least I'm very hopeful that we do, and we're pretty excited about that. I know the mayor's sad to put up his snowplow, but we are thankful to get rid of ours. Other than that, we're really gearing up for construction season. East Street is the East Street extension is rolling heavy again. You'll see some clearing being done or having been completed at 161st and Cary, at 161st and Union. Both will be roundabouts this year. And then also the utility relocates that have been done out at 169 and Spring Mill. So all of those projects are moving toward construction. The maintenance folks are patiently waiting on the asphalt plants to open up. We would love to have a source of hot mix asphalt that's a little more readily available than our production ability. So a lot of pothole repair going on. As you see right now, it's mostly cold patch, but we're doing our best to keep up with those holes that continuously open up. But overall, we're in a really good spot. Crack seal, self-performed crack seal will kick off too, along with the contracted services that you guys approved a little earlier. And from a parks perspective, Grand Junction is rolling on really, really well. We've got a lot of changes out there. To get an opportunity, stop out on the Mill Street Bridge and take a look at everything that's going on. And then we are finishing up our improvements that we've been working on over the winter out at Quaker Park, which is the addition of the splash pad. There should be some concrete going down and gearing up for that to fire up before Memorial Day here. So a lot of activity. Everything's going really well, and we're looking forward to a strong construction season.
Sounds good. Thank you. Any questions, comments for Mr. Lawler? Hearing none, no further business on the agenda. Randall Graham would make a motion to adjourn.
Jamaica second.
Have a motion made by Randall Graham, seconded by Jim Ake to adjourn today's meeting. Will staff please call the roll?
Mayor Cook,
Yes.
Jim Ake,
Yes.
Randy Graham.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Meeting adjourned.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, Kim.
Bye.
Thank you.